Hello, I'm Governor Gary Herbert. It's with great pleasure that I introduce the famous Broadway actor Patrick Page, who will be reading from one of my very favorite books, The Brightest Star.
The Brightest Star. There's a magical state in the American West that's a little bit different than all the rest. It's hard to imagine unless you've been, but I'll do my best to fill you in. It's about yay high and about yay wide, where the Rocky Mountains and the deserts collide. They claim the snow's the greatest on Earth, and I tend to agree for whatever that's worth. Folks from everywhere come here to ski, while even more just come here to see the Red Rock country, the sandstone bluffs, the arches, the hoodoos. They can't get enough. 7 national monuments, 6 national forests, 5 national parks, and state parks galorist. People hike and bike and backpack and drive. This kind of beauty makes you feel so alive. And then, when they're done with all the roaming around, they make their way back to one of the towns to eat, to drink, to be merry, to take it all in. No rest for the weary. The city lights light up the night. The stars, the moon, they're brighter than bright. Professional sports, hotels with valet, a symphony, theater, opera, ballet, the Tabernacle Choir, the one and only. A Shakespeare festival that's won a Tony. The parades and the rodeos are some of the best, and you might have heard of the Sundance Film Fest. Restaurants galore. Foodies just love it. So many choices to relish and covet. And when it comes to bars, in case you've wondered, the rumors aren't true. There are hundreds and hundreds. Trust me, I know. So, some folks stay out late. Others cash it in early. Regardless, they wake and stretch, and then, surely, one by one, they have an idea. Why couldn't I move here? Why couldn't I be a resident here? Live, work, and play. I'll move my business. I'll move it today. The workforce is strong. The workforce is smart. It's a right-to-work state, and that's just a start. An international airport makes it so it's easy to come, it's easy to go. Hundreds of miles of commuter rail and more in the works to the public's avail. Oh, and health care? Well, just so you know, the quality's the best. The costs are low. And speaking of low, there is no debate. Low also applies to the utility rates. And here's something else to throw on the table. The supply of natural gas is stable. The supply of oil, the same is true. Self-sufficient the whole day through. Workers' comp costs are lower than lowest, while rising taxes are slower than slowest. Just read my lips and use your ears. Corporate taxes haven't risen here in almost 20 years. Equality of pay? One of the best in the nation. Oh, and have I mentioned the diverse population? Languages spoken, near 130. No wonder the upward mobility's sturdy. Log on to Google, do a few searches. There's synagogues, mosques, temples, and churches. Even the economy is super diverse. 4th in the nation, I think I once heard. And where venture capital is concerned, most everyone here is surprised to learn the dollars per deal when added and tallied, our Silicon Slopes beat Silicon Valley. A world leader in research. We're finding the answers in neuroscience, genetics, and various cancers. It's an idea hotbed where technology soars. High-tech, biotech, nanotech, more, and more than once, I've heard it said, it's an incredible place for higher ed. A true business state that business folk love. Some people say it's thanks to the gov. Small business, big business, no matter, they thrive. Fact is, we're named for an industrious hive. Gas and energy costs are low. We've been on Forbes' Best States for Business list the last 6 years in a row. Well, I'm just about done here, and I'm sure you've deduced that I'm speaking of Utah, that I've been seduced. It's a great state for business. It's a great state to live. To have found it sooner, what I wouldn't give. So friend, if you're restless, maybe you ought to sit down and give Utah some serious thought. We're proud to say we've set the bar. Maybe that's why they call us the brightest star.
Thanks, Patrick, and thanks to all of you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this story about what makes Utah such a great place to live and to do business. Utah's economy shines because of our commitment to education, to competitive tax rates, to regulation reform, to energy development, and to the empowerment of the private sector. We are committed to the process of finding unique solutions to the challenges that we face in our state, which I believe is a model for our country. We hope you'll join us here in our very business-friendly state and write your own chapter in the success story that is Utah.